again, you're welcome to Better Faith e-learning platform. My name remains Mrs. Eunice Egwasa, and today I'm going to be teaching basic free and primary 3 classes, social studies. Please get your writing materials, settle down to learn. Good. The topic for today is some abused substances and their street names. We are still dealing on drug abuse. We are still dealing on issues that borders around drug abuse. What do you understand by the word drug abuse? Drug abuse is the use of drugs without or above the doctor's prescription. Drug abuse is the use of drugs without or above the doctor's prescription. That means taking of drugs without going to the hospital for the doctor to prescribe drugs for you, or taking drugs that the doctor has prescribed above the dosage, more than you have been told to take, or you know you are supposed to take a particular dosage, but because of the way you feel, you decide to take more than supposed. That is drug abuse. So it's two ways. Sometimes some people take drugs without consulting the doctor. Some take drugs that doctor has prescribed, but they take above the dosage. That's more than the doctor has told them to take. So that is drug abuse. So what are some commonly drugs that are being abused? Some commonly abused drugs. There are some drugs that we always easily get in contact with, that we abuse because they are very easy for us to get. Number one, Fensic, the drug Fensic, Alabukun, hemp Christent, tobacco, Panadol, cough syrup, blood capsules, etc., etc. Some commonly abused drugs, some drugs that people tend to take without consulting the doctor, or taking it beyond what the doctor has told them to take. They are Fensic, Alabukun, hemp Christent, tobacco, Panadol, cough syrup, blood capsules, and so on and so forth. There are so many, but these are the ones you should make do with for now. So there are some street names of some drugs and alcohol. When you say street names, the names that has been given to such drugs as a result of the people that make use of it. It is not an official name, but the name is like a nickname given to the drugs by those that takes them. So that is what we know by the word street names. Street names of some drugs and alcohol. Examples 1 to 6. Number 1 is cannabis. Cannabis. Cannabis is the formal name or the official name. But Igbo, cannabis is called Igbo. Igbo is the street name for cannabis. Hemp Christent is, the street name is ganja. Ganja. Ganja is the street name for hemp or Indian hemp. Tobacco. Tobacco. The street name for tobacco is taba. Taba is the street name for tobacco. Bitter cola. Bitter cola. The street name for bitter cola is Akilu. Akilu is the street name for bitter cola. Spirits. Spirits. Gin or ogogoro is the street name for spirits. Herbs. The street name for herbs is roots. It's a name that people that make use of the drugs calls them. That's root is street name for herbs. Let me take them once more. I said Igbo is the street name for cannabis. Ganja is the street name for hemp. Taba is the street name for tobacco. Akilu is the street name for bitter cola. Gin or ogogoro is the street name for spirits. Root is the street name for herbs. So these are some of the street names for some drugs or some drugs that are commonly abused and alcohol as well. Alright, once again, let's take a recap. I said drug abuse is the use of drugs without or above the doctor's prescription. When you take drugs without going to the hospital, you feel sick and you decide to take any drug that comes to your mind, it is drug abuse. Or you've been to the hospital, the doctor has told you to take 2, but because you feel so terrible, you decide to take 3 or even 4, because you feel the more drugs you take, the faster it will work, but that isn't the case. You are abusing the drug and it is not good. So some commonly abused drugs are Fensic, Alabukun, herb crystals, tobacco, Panadol, cough syrup, blood capsules, etc. The street name of some drugs and alcohol. Igbo is the street name for cannabis. Ganja is the street name for hemp crystal. Taba is the street name for tobacco. Akilu is the street name for bitter cola. Gin or ogogoro is the street name for spirit. While root is the street name for herbs. I hope you understood everything. Alright, your practice exercise, you have to work on this. Practice these exercises. What is drug abuse? What do you understand by drug abuse? Put it down. Number 2, mention 3 commonly abused drugs. Drugs that people commonly abused. Number 3, what is the street name for the following? Bitter cola, herb, and tobacco. Please make sure you practice these exercises and always read your books. Thank you very much.